it's Meg, and it's that time of the week again where we look dead ahead to see what's coming on next week's episode of The Walking Dead. Today we're talking about Season 5, Episode 8, the mid-season finale, called CODA, or C-O-D-A. What did you guys think of these promos? And do you guys have any idea what the word CODA means? Why is our mid-season finale named this? I have tried to figure it out myself without seeing any spoilers, and I am coming up at a complete loss. So let me know if you have any theories onto what that means. Now, for the promos, I actually watched all of the other countries' promos as well, just hoping to get a little tidbit more information to help with my predictions, but nothing really was shown anywhere. It was so frustrating. First off, we have Gabriel very prominently stumbling around. He finds Bob's foot, he's horrified by it, he finds a Bible, he's at the school, we don't know what he's doing. What is he doing? What is happening? I have no idea why they're showing him doing this. Why is he out on his own? We know that he is, trying to get away from Rick's crew and survive on his own because he doesn't want to be in his church anymore. He doesn't want to be with them. But where is his storyline going? Do you guys have any ideas? Is he going to meet up with Morgan or something? I really don't even think we're going to see Morgan in this season finale unless we see him in this mid-season finale. Excuse me, this is not the official season finale. But I don't even know if we're going to see him except maybe a little flash forward on him getting closer to the group, but we still haven't caught up to that month or so time difference yet. So I'm not really sure where he's going to come into play, or if we're going to have to wait till the second half of the season to find out. But, we're kind of left wondering, why is Gabriel so prominent in these promos? Why are they showing him out on his own? And what are we going to see happen to him? I don't think he's going to go anywhere anytime soon. Somehow he has to make it back to our group. We also see a brief glimpse of Maggie and Glenn in what we think might be the fire truck, and it looks like they're surrounded by walkers. I'm thinking that they are probably surrounded by that huge, gigantic herd of walkers. I think that maybe something caused them to come closer to Maggie and Glenn's group. I'm not really sure. Or they run into them when they're trying to backtrack to the church. At this point, we don't know where they're going. We don't know if their plan is to go back to the church or to pursue some other option at this point. Eugene, we do know, is awake, but we didn't actually get to see him actually awake, and we don't know that he's like healthy and back to normal. He could potentially have some kind of injuries where they can't really move him. So I really think something scary is going to happen there. We're really hoping nobody from that group is going to die. I imagine if anyone from that group does die, it's either going to be completely shocking and be like Glenn or Maggie or something, which I don't think they'll do at this point, or maybe Rosita. Or Tara. Actually, probably Tara is the most likely to die if anyone from that group dies in this next episode. I really don't think so at this point. I think we're going to see one or two deaths, but it's going to be either Beth or Carol or both in this mid-season finale. We also see a clip of Rick introducing himself to Dawn, I guess. We don't actually see her. We see him walking towards a cop car and with his hands up, and then we hear him saying, "My name's Rick Grimes." Who loves to hear him say that? I do. He tells her that they have two of his people, Carol and Beth, and essentially that he has something to offer. So some kind of, he's got some sort of plan there. So it appears almost that it's going to go okay, but then we see him running at one point. We see Daryl and Sasha and Tyrese in the background up on a roof with their guns pointed down on the cops. So something really bad is going to go down. We also see Beth in the hospital. She says some interesting things. You have to do whatever it takes. This is who you are until, and I think she says the end. I couldn't really hear very well, but I'm wondering if that clip is kind of foreshadowing her end here. I feel like it's really a toss-up at this point as to who survives. I don't know if there's been any official spoilers yet on who dies. If so, I do not want to know. Please don't tell me anything, but I'm really leaning towards Carol here. They've given her so much story in this episode, and it just really seems like she's so conflicted with this life that she's been living that her last act might be saving Beth, or, doing some act of saving someone, because she's spoken so frequently lately about how she doesn't believe she can save people anymore, and she doesn't really know who she is or who she wants to be. So I really feel like this might be the end for her. though I really hope that it's not. I wish that we could have this great Walking Dead TV show and not ever lose any of our characters. It's really, really difficult knowing that next week when I watch this episode, one of my favorite characters is gonna die. Like, how do you go into a show knowing that you're gonna lose someone? I feel like I want to cry right now, you guys. I know that I'm kind of one of those obsessed Walking Dead fans where I take this show way too seriously and I get really emotionally attached to the characters in this show. If any of you came by my videos originally when you saw my mid-season finale reaction last year when Herschel died, I was so upset and distraught over it. For like 2 or 3 days afterwards, I just couldn't stop thinking about it. I honestly felt like someone I knew had died. And so now knowing that I can feel this way about this show, it is really hard to think about watching this show next Sunday and knowing that one of my favorite characters is gonna die, or even that anyone was gonna die. It's just, I'm gonna need a box of tissues and probably gonna have a really ugly crying face. So yeah, I don't know. It's really nerve-wracking. I think if I had to pick between Beth and Carol dying, I would. It sounds awful because I love both of them. I really love where Beth is going and the story that they've given her. And I love her interactions with Daryl. So I feel like it would be just awful if she was taken away before we got to see any more of that. But I think if I had to choose, I love Carol more and I would pick Beth. It's awful. I can't even believe it. It's like picking which child you love more. No. But yeah, what do you guys think? What do you think is gonna happen? Leave your predictions down below. Absolutely no spoilers whatsoever, guys. I can't handle it if I know ahead of time what's gonna happen. I don't want anything spoiled. I love you guys. Thanks for watching. I will see you next Sunday. Bye.